Felipe, David, and Chelsea. Our project is called Groups. It started initially as a very ambitious, lofty idea to create a video streaming application where people with different difficulties, like traumatic brain injuries and OCD and all that kind of stuff, could come together and talk about their problems without having to leave their house. Because we realize that there are a lot of people who have things that make it very difficult for them to leave their house or leave the hospital or wherever they are. So it started very ambitious, and then it just kind of got a little bit smaller and smaller and smaller as we went on. So now it's more of a facilitation site. So what we did is we have a really, really simple one-page thing, and down here we have some of the different some of the different groups that you can apply to be part of. So what you would do is just to find a group, you log in. It's supposed to say sign up, but it doesn't. And then I receive an email. It's really important to show you guys that this part worked. So that's the email that I received from the application. And the idea is that someone can create a group and people can ask to be part of that group. So let's say that this is for single mothers or single fathers or whatever. They would find that group and then they would request to join it. And then the creator would say yes and then send them the link to the Zoom or whatever, wherever they want to actually have the group. So,
yeah, so just to kind of go back a little bit on that, it's there are a lot of support groups for veterans, a lot of support group for mental health services patients. My father is a neuropsychiatrist, and he always tells me that most of the people that he sees, they have developed something from a different type of issue that originally started, and this is one of them. Sometimes you see people that have, I mean, I went through it. I've had 3 knee surgeries from playing soccer, and once I have those crutches, you just feel below everyone else. You feel like you're not there. And every time, one time I remember I talked to other person that was also on crutches, all of a sudden it's like you start feeling better. So this is what the app is supposed to do. Just connect with other people, give them the same opportunity to be able to feel like they are valued or they're someone else. My main thing here was I use Mailgun, the API, in order to send mass emails to people that are connected, and then they're able to integrate with the system.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
All right, Marshawn.
Thank you.
I try my best to contribute to the team. They did most of the work. They got some help from Sheng Tao, but yeah, he helped us out a lot. But they did most of the work. So yeah, that's it.
Well, so for the future of our app, due to time constraints and our skill level, it did get cut down a lot. But were we to improve upon it, we'd really like to add a video component so people, could actually in real time talk to each other. More of a chat room too, so people could leave messages, whatever, and also have an actual login or something so people can go in, see who you are and all that. And the group, and it's really to get people who can't, agoraphobia or traumatic brain injury, where it's really difficult for them to actually physically get to a group, to be able to talk to other people who are in a similar position. But then also maybe in the future, put like a therapist or something in there so it can actually be like a group therapy session too, to help people out. That adds a whole new level of like HIPAA and all that stuff, which would be really difficult. But yeah, so that's our future idea and our future hope for the app. Yeah, 10
All right. Any questions? All right. No? No questions? There we go. We got a question.
First of all, let me say this is like a genius idea because I mean this is genius more for than just, although obviously traumatic brain injury or for all those things, but also for women who are suffering from domestic violence who might not be able to leave their house and want to attend support groups. I mean, I facilitated a support group, and it's hard to get them there because they literally are trapped. They can't leave. And this is just so beautiful that you guys thought to address that. One question or like comment or whatever I might have in case you did want to iterate on it or so on. Perhaps if you guys ever are interested, maybe look into how to make, is your website accessible? Like, are there little things that people could do if they have handicaps that can use your site?
I don't think yet. Yeah, it's not fully on yet, but
Yeah,
that would be something.
it'd be something to think about because the more accessible it is, the more people I think would actually, like, they would totally use something like this because they can.
Well, it's also something maybe not necessarily for people just with physical disabilities, but like Natasha said earlier, people who are single parents, it's really difficult to find care for your child to go and help yourself. Or people who work in caregiving areas, you know, like nurses or CNAs or anything who especially might have to be there 24/7, like someone who takes 24/7 care, can't necessarily leave and go to a group for themselves too. So it wouldn't just be for people with physical disabilities, but in time management or anything.
Right. And just some real quick. It can sound a little funny, but about a month ago, I found out that my wife was depressed for 6 months after giving birth to our twins 13 years ago. And the reason why I found out was because she was talking to another mom who had twins around the same time, and she said that she was ready to give up because she was so depressed just because of how busy she was. I had no idea that was going on. And they were both talking about how much they wished they would have had something in order to connect with other people who were going through the same thing and realize that, hey, it's normal, it's okay, you just gotta go deal with it, you know? But 13 years later, I found out that she was depressed. And, well, sorry, you know? I mean, I wish I would have known. I wish there would have been something I could have helped with, but. You know, so this is another idea for that, to just connect them and say, hey, I'm going through the same thing, it's not just you, type of thing.
So for constructive feedback, I would start with that story. Open with that story.
Yeah.
I'll get a written permission from my wife. It happens. It's very important.
The idea actually came from a woman that we got in contact with over Craigslist, just as a way to try and keep practicing our skills after this. And so she just listed that she couldn't pay or do anything like that, but if someone, you know, wanted to do some volunteer work or something. And she actually was a young woman from Tennessee who moved all the way over here for help with a traumatic brain injury. So she didn't have many resources over there, and then even here, she lives in the East Bay, and it's in the North Bay where her like treatment center is, or her group center is, which is still really difficult, really expensive to get to. So this was actually an idea that kind of came from her. So,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Woo!